Alright folks, welcome to this adventure. I was just deciding whether or not to go through that tunnel, but look, it's not actually as wide as I thought it was. I've just basically ended the last video over at that Aldbar mill down there, and now I'm on my next adventure folks, which is like who knows what. Wow, it's incredible to think how long ago this old arch was put in. It was probably at one time just like a narrow wee bridge, and then they've widthened it to put in that other arch that we just saw. Pretty interesting. What a queer little spot this is. Look at the arch there, that's so weird the way it's built. This is almost like an old bridge that's been here before, and then they've literally like... Oh look, is that an older bridge? That stone one underneath. Let's go for a closer look folks. Exploring history once again here on the channel. And look, we're on top of a little cliff here, but look, this is what I'm talking about. See here, look, this is a really old stone bridge here, further in. And then this later one must have been added on when the road got widthened. And that's when they would have put that metal pipe through it. So that must be a really old one there. Probably a little single track road that people used to herd sheep over originally. Wow. Now look, here's an unusual bit here. What is this? Look, there's an unusual like arch in the stone here. Wonder what that's been. Look, there's proper like, there's a bird's nest in that hole there. I'm guessing these bits were probably drains from the road, but I'm not sure what that was. So interesting. It's like it's been bricked up there at a later date. Wow, that's strange like. So there you go folks, once again I can ask the question of history, like what is that old stone arch there? And once again it is Aldbar estate here on the edge of like Brecon, which has got so many little historical wonders. Maybe at one time this used to be a path coming down here. It certainly looks like the lie of the land has like been levelled out, and then there's old abandoned gatehouses up there, so I'm guessing part of this must have been some old like bridge. There's a lot of layers of history there, and it just looks like a main road when you go over the top of it. But yeah, underneath it's like, it's that second stone arch. It makes me think, what's that even been like? I wonder if there's been a wee walkway under there at one time. Maybe even for the miller that we saw in the last video. Maybe he lived somewhere up this side and that would take you towards that mill. The only reason I came this way is because my car's parked way up here. I think most of the last episodes that I've recorded has been on this one walk, and it's been such an interesting walk. So much history to see everywhere. And then literally like I was going to come through that tunnel, that's why I just started recording this little video too. But it's good fun. It's good fun just seeing a bit of history. Look at this folks, I've just discovered something right here. A live find. Look, here's an old stone pillar up here, just randomly placed. Here it is folks. It's like a random pillar. So strange that it's here. Wonder if we can tell anything by it. Look, there's like a hole being cut out there. Like, what has it been? Oh, this end here's finished bonny. Oh, and look, there's been some sort of like 3 bits of wood or something in there. So what has this been? Look, we're in the middle of nowhere folks. The old gate houses for Aldbar estates over there. I'm just wondering if there's been like a little house or something maybe here. It's like so crazy to imagine history, and like you would think of course there's no been a house here, but then look, why would there be like a pillar, a bit of wood here just in the middle of the forest? I say a bit of wood, I mean a bit of stone here in the middle of the forest. And it is like this bit of ground here has been levelled out. So who would even know folks? Who would even know? I'm curious just to have a little walk through just at this corner, just to see if there's anything that I'm missing. Because I just about missed that pillar. It's like so random that I was walking up there This whole video has just been a random explore. Unplanned. Oh yeah, down this side it's like a massive gorge. Look, we're on top of this hill here. And the drive to the old Aldbar estate's at the far side. So I wonder if one time there had been like a little shed or house or something here. So interesting. The old pillars over there, so I'm just walking and just having a look. Just imagining like if there had been an old boundary road or something, or any old buildings around here. I'm just keeping my eye out for any evidence of it. Thing is, back in the day it could have been even like wooden houses or something, and then there's like absolutely no evidence of them now. Even if there had been like metal door hinges and stuff, it's all covered up after years of tree growth. Here's a bit here, folks. I'm not sure if it comes out on the camera, but running down in the wood here there's two ridges, and it's almost like there's been a road leading down there. So it could be to do with this Aldbar estate. They maybe had little roads coming off that main drive. That's the drive I walked in on when I was doing the little chapel video. Probably like 4 or 5 videos ago now. We're still in the same area. Because there's so much history. This area is rich in history. It's just always worth coming in here and a look. Checking the condition of the ancient historical wonders. And it's so much fun when they're all like dotted around in this wilderness and forest. It's like you never know what you're going to see, and you honestly see different things every time you come. Like that little pillar, it's like it just raises so many more questions, like what was there? And it's incredible. See, a lot of the time stone from walls like that and stuff was taken and used elsewhere to build like newer houses and stuff on the estates. Because there was a wee while like in time that there was no listing and stuff on buildings. You could do what you wanted. Look at that, the wire's like dug into the tree there. That's like a woodcutter's worst nightmare there when he digs in his chainsaw. Bluntens the blade. Look at the state of this little tree. What a sorry looking thing. Here's an ancient historical wonder, folks. Look at that. It's a rare abandoned traffic cone. Maybe from the medieval era to stop the horse and carts coming down this way. It's only the old history we really like on this channel, folks, and like it's amazing how something like that, some modern colourful thing, just like ruins how the land even looks. It's a beautiful like wilderness, and then that big orange thing just sticking out in the middle of it. Ugly. Anyway, to my right here we can see this is where the ancient drive, the main drive to Aldbar, would have come in at one time, and there was 2 little lodges at the far end, and you can see the lie of the land running along. It's just overgrown now and totally covered. Most estates used to have these like rhododendron bushes at the edges of the drives. I don't know why they did it, but it just seems to be a popular shrub that they used to use. Certain times of year as well, it's just beautiful colour. It's crazy to imagine them riding out this old drive on their horse and carts and stuff, and like just think like where were they going? Where was their business carried out? I wonder if they would go like as far as Edinburgh and stuff on their horse and cart. Like, it's quite interesting often to ponder the history on these old Scottish estates. I'm not sure when these gate lodges here were demolished, but there was certainly a gate lodge here at one time. You can just see the remains of the small like wall there. It's just such a shame that it's been flattened. But it's like most other things, folks. It's videos like this that like keep all that old history alive. Oh, pheasant. Total crashing into the tree just about. Yeah, I don't know. I was just waiting here a wee look here to see if there's any other evidence of these houses. There is actually a lot of stone here now I'm looking. Yeah, look folks, here we go. Here is the houses. See, I knew I was right. Look, all this stone here is proper cut house stone. It's so crazy that it's just been left here and abandoned. Look at it though, big proper chunks. Real deal stone. Real deal history folks, just abandoned and left. Oh wow, look at that stone. Look at the detail on it and the shape. That's just like real deal. I didn't really want to climb into this, but I don't know if that comes out in the camera. The detail on these stones here is just incredible. And they're just chucked here and left forever. It is just truly such a shame. And look at that one there. Sadly, because this is near like the main roads, so many people just throw their litter over here and their garden debris. Such a mess. You sometimes even get sofas and stuff down here too. Look at that mushrooms again. There's that red mushrooms. We saw that in one of the other episodes recently. Must be something that grows on the old rotten wood. This whole mound here that I'm standing on, and behind me is those old like gate lodges. Then there's proper like old stone gates and walls and stuff all around here. Look, there's been some cement, maybe a floor of some sort there. Who knows folks. Exploring real history once again. Forgotten history. Yeah, look at this old wall. It's such a shame when I drive past here and I see stuff like this though. So look, people have just thrown tyres and all sorts of stuff. They just treat it like it's a bin. It's disgraceful. And then even at this side here, look, somebody's thrown a sofa over. But what I'm wanting to see, look at this old like stile bit for walking over. Look, it's got like a stone entrance kind of bit here. And that must lead down the side of that wall. I can see there's another entrance at the far side. Oh, there's been proper stone steps there. See that folks, that's so cool. A little bit of history like that. Maybe if they worked down somewhere down there on the estate, they would have accessed up and down here to their houses regular. Who even knows folks. Anyway, that's been another little interesting video folks. I'll end this one here. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one very soon.